First of all, you're going to Finland for the Champions League. How's it looking forward to it?
Yeah, fantastic. It's a highlight of our season every year. So yeah, the girls are really looking forward to it, as are all the staff.
Didn't get too lucky with the draw though. It was a bit of a tough one.
Yeah, no, I think we got the one place we didn't want to go, and we got the other teams we didn't want to have to play. But you know, these are what these things are. If you want to progress in Europe, you have to take on the best at each stage. So it's going to be tough, but we're looking forward to it.
So just explain to everyone how it works, because obviously it's a little bit different in the men's competition. It's like obviously a group stage and you play within a couple of days, is it?
Yeah, I mean it's not too dissimilar in the men in terms of it's the same format as a group stage and then it goes to knockout. The difference really being because of the cost involved. We don't play each team home and away, so we go to one location. So one team in your group hosts the entire section. So you go out to where they're from. In our case, it's Helsinki, and then we'll play all the teams out there.
So obviously it's Finland this year. How much is that going to cost the club?
Yeah, well, that was why we didn't want to go there. Obviously, we know, Finland is not one of the cheapest places to go, so it's not been ideal. But if I'm brutally honest, Europe's our biggest expense every year. It's what the vast majority of our funding goes on, so we just have to manage it somehow.
So how are you funding it?
Well, we've had a series of events. We had just a few of the basic things such as a quiz night, etc. But our big event every year is our sportsperson's dinner. So we held that in June, and that was a successful event. So that provides the main source of the funding for going.
Is any money coming in from UEFA or the SFA?
Well, yeah, the UEFA give each association a certain amount of money to compete, and that's £3,000 that we get, which then gets passed on to us, so we get £3,000 assistance.
So how long is it you go for? Is it a week?
We go for 8 days. We go from the 9th to the 17th.
Have you had any problems with girls getting days off work? Or?
Yes, we have. I don't think for the last 5 years we've been in Europe we've ever had a full complement of every player at every game. So unfortunately for this round, both Emma Fernan and Rachel Corsie cannot get time off work. So Emma will make only the first game and Rachel will make only the last game. So as two of our most influential players, and particularly with one of them being our captain, it's extremely disappointing. But as I say, we have this every year. Rachel missed crucial games last year. She missed the last 32 away game. Previous season we've not had Sue Lappin playing. It's something that unfortunately we've got very used to.
Obviously you could host it, you could help host the group, but is that actually more expensive?
Yeah, that's given that if you ever look at what countries offer to host it, it's usually developing nations, and that's very much for a reason, because the small amount of money you get doesn't really cover the cost. So if you're in a developed nation where the hire of coaches are as expensive as they are and hotels and everything, then financially we would lose an awful lot of money if we chose to host it.
These players, do you know what? I don't think there's been a year I've been here that we've not gone away without someone missing. So you just have to learn to adapt.
Yeah, and obviously we've talked to you earlier about it, how tough your draw is. You're the top seed in your group. Are you confident in getting through?
I think that I'll tell you what the thing is that we're the favourites, so it's not a position we're uncomfortable with, because every week we play we're the favourites, so it just means we've got to try and live up to that tag. And I would happily take being favourites every time we play, because it allows us to have the confidence going in there knowing that we've achieved that tag because of previous work we've done. So.
Do you think there's slightly more pressure on you this year to achieve in the Champions League after what's happened?
Yeah, absolutely. You know what it's like in football. People tend to set barometers for you that they say, right, okay, they reached that level last year, now they've got to go and make that or even better this year. And sometimes the expectations are just way beyond the means of the club. Who knows how far we could go? I would never stand here and say we're going to do this or do that. We'll just take it as we see it. But certainly the position we're in terms of the group phase, it's not unique to us in terms of that. We've qualified twice before, and I think the group of players we have here are really confident we can make it 3 without being overconfident.